Okay, welcome back. This is where we were. We had just added our test layer and we need to just tidy it up a little bit and then we'll remove the test layer and we'll look at a few other little things. Okay, the reason it's over to the side like that is if we look at the back at the main layer again, the main layer um, looks at its content size. It takes the minimum of its width and its height, takes off 100 and then makes a square using the new size, which is 100 less. So it positions itself to 50-50 and that brings it into the nice position in the middle. And if we look at the test layer, that does the same thing. It makes itself smaller so that it'll fit into the new screen. But we don't have to do the repositioning now because that's already been done in the main layer. So that should take care of that. Now to take out the test layer, what I want to do is just quickly put in an enum to give us some tags, and we'll use them to control a few of the objects we add on the main layer. So we're going to do k label tag and k sprite tag, and then k layer tag, and we'll save that. And then in the main layer, let's see up here where it says label, we're going to put a Z order of 1 and K, that's the label tag. Down here we're going to put in a tag for the sprite, and that's the K sprite tag. And where we added the layer, we'll put in a Z order of 1 and its own tag, which is K layer. I should have called that something other than label, but anyway. So now we have control of that. So I want to put in a little function, or method I should say, that removes the test layer. And all we need to do then is just do a standard child remove, which is self remove child, and the child we want is self get child with the tag of k layer. Layer is right. And clean up. Yes, we'll always clean up. Okay. So now when we go up to our sequence of actions, we've added the test layer. We'll give it a few seconds to display. It's going to take 2 seconds anyway to bring in its scene. Maybe display the scene for another 4 seconds, and then after 2 seconds we'll get rid of it. So we'll give it 8 seconds, and then we're going to remove the test layer. So in here, REMOVES removes the test layer. Excellent. Okay, we'll have a quick look at this to make sure everything is going as planned. There's the main layer label above. It's still above its own scenes. A swap over of scenes. That's taken out. Now we should add the test layer. That has its own background. Its scene comes in, blocks out the main layer label, and then that's taken out. And the test layer is taken out. So everything is working the way we want it. So what we might want to do is stop the main layer's label from being taken out by the test layer's scene. So we'll stick in a, let's see, order main label to front, we'll call it. Dink. And all we need to do is just make sure that, let's see, what am I saying? Self reorder child. The node we want is self again. Get child with the tag k label, and we'll bump it up to the front so that it shows up. And when do we want to do that? Okay, we add the test layer 2 seconds later, the scene comes in. So after that, we need to put in, copy that guy. So we need to leave the scene come in, and then we'll take another 2 seconds, and then we will order the main label to front. Okay, and see how that runs. Main layer is still there now. The test scene comes in, test scene comes in, blocks it out. Then a couple of seconds later, it gets reordered. The test scene is taken out, and then the test layer is taken out. Maybe yes. Okay, so that's that for the moment. Have I got a few seconds? I might just try and do something very quickly. If we make use of this thing in the main layer, okay, let's make this much smaller. I'll make that less by 400, and we need to put it up somewhere much higher. So how high will I put it? Maybe about 400. Just making these things up off the top of my head. And then the test layer, if we go down to the test layer, and we actually need to copy that there. Cell position, copy, test layer, in there, and paste. And now this time we'll put it across a good bit, so maybe 200 across. And it's going to have to be minus because we've now moved the main layer up, so this is going to be below the main layer, so I need to make that smaller as well. Okay, so I'll give that a quick run, see how it looks. And there's the main layer, the main scene coming in, and okay, main scene repeated. That's that. Now the test layer. Ah, very good. Test layer's in, and it does its funky thing, and then it's taken out again. I put too much of a delay on that. Okay, that's that. And now just for one last funky thing, if inside in the main layer, if after the test layer is added, I'm just going to add the red scene again. Copy. The reorder to front. Actually, the ordering the main label to front doesn't really matter now because it's not blocking it out anymore. So if I just go in there instead and add what am I doing? Add the red scene or blue scene, it doesn't matter. And we should see we got our main layer with the blue scene changed to the red scene, and then down below we should get test layer coming in. It puts in its scene, and then up at the top the red scene comes back in on the main layer, and the test layer eventually is taken out, we would hope. Okay, that's it for now. What I'll do in the next one is maybe talk a little bit about how you can communicate between a scene and a layer, and just generally tidy the project up and review what we've done to make a little bit of sense of it. Okay, good luck.